This is the True Believers Bible Study with Ray McCollum. Let's figure things out.
We're helping true believers understand the Bible by better grasping the book of Genesis, which is the book of beginnings. The book of Genesis is often called the seed plot of the Bible because every major doctrine in the Bible is found in the book of Genesis, though it's in seed form. Sometimes it's not easy to recognize, like a seed in a package of seeds doesn't look like the picture on the package of what it will look like fully grown. So it is in Scripture. Genesis presents the major themes and doctrines and principles and commandments that are in the rest of the Bible, but in seed form. And we'll give you many examples of that. But if you can't understand the book of Genesis, if you can't understand the beginning of the Bible, you can't understand the rest of the Bible, because the Bible is a story with a beginning, a middle, and an end. And you can't understand the movie if you don't see the beginning of the movie. And this is so true when it comes to understanding the Bible. The seeds in Genesis are so many. I'm going to give you a few. First of all, the book of Genesis contains God's intention for marriage, and it is one man and with one woman, and the family is the foundation of human society. In Genesis 2, we find that God had made the man, but he said it's not good the man be alone. So he made him a woman as a helpmeet to him, as a complement to him, to help him finish his assignment from God. And God made, it's, as some used to say, when God wanted man not to be alone, he made Eve, not Steve. God made a woman, and that was the first marriage. And it was presided over by God himself. And we see that simple truth about marriage is planted right there in the book of Genesis. And it goes right on through the Bible. Marriage, the family, is the foundation of a kingdom society, actually any society. All cultures are based on marriage and family. And this was established by God in the creation. And it's interesting that that applies not only to Christian societies and nations, it applies to all the human race. Every civilization, every culture, every nation is founded on the family. And that is a one man and one woman who produce children after their own image and likeness. That is the pattern. And it's established by God in the book of Genesis, and it never changes. And we get over into the New Testament in the Gospels, and Jesus himself refers back to marriage. He said, in the beginning, divorce wasn't on his mind. God made the man and the woman, and Jesus affirms marriage over in the New Testament. 4,000 years after Eden, Jesus is affirming the concept that was established in the creation, with one man, one woman, and family being the foundation of society. We find the concept of human labor is in seed form in Genesis 2:15. God creates the man, and even before he makes the woman, even before he gave him a wife, he gave him a job. He gave him the job of cultivating the garden, the environment that God had placed him in. God said, dress it and keep it, which means cultivate it and guard it. This was the job of Adam. This was his work. So work is holy. God establishes the principle of occupation and labor and work right there in the book of Genesis. And of course, this is the pattern for men down through history, all men, whether they're believers or not. It is God's will that man works, that man has a job. Jesus said, "My Father works even till now, and I'm at work." And so we're made in his image and likeness. This is why when people don't have a job, there's nothing more demeaning, nothing more humiliating, nothing more frustrating and depressing than for men to be unemployed, to get up in the morning and not have anything to do. God designed man to work, and that principle is established right there in Genesis 2:15. We see in seed form, we see also other principles, which we'll look at next time. But as we go through these, my prayer is that you'll be stimulated and inspired to reread and study the book of Genesis, God's book of beginnings, and see it as the seed plot of the Bible, and understand that every major principle and doctrine that's going to be unveiled and come to maturity in human history and in the future and in the New Testament, all the seeds are there in the book of Genesis. Till next time, like us, share us, write us a good review, and we'll be back next time.
True Believers Bible Study is made possible by people just like you. To make a donation, please visit truebelieversbiblestudy.com.